Back here with a quick live. I'm actually taking a walk. And guess where I'm going? I'm going to Starbucks right now. So, on to Starbucks once again, but I'm only getting the same thing I always get a matcha latte. So, I wanted to figure since I'm walking to Starbucks because it's such a beautiful day out here. It's actually really hot. That I'll talk to you about wholesale and auction properties and just a little special I'm running and just you know if it's for you and if it is for you, why you should do it. So it may be some noise as I'm walking this way, but since I'm walking, let's talk about wholesale and auction properties. So cool. Is wholesaling auction properties for you? Now, one of the things I always say, because wholesaling has a big market of consumers of information on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, the traditional way, which is going out, driving around for dollars, spending money on marketing, um, spending money on mailers, getting automated dialers, things like that. The traditional way. The reason why most people don't actually succeed at that is because you're trying to piece together a business model that's really honestly meant for people who are experienced or people who have big boy bucks, big boy marketing bucks. And what do I mean by that? So a lot of these guys will say, started from zero, did this, I did this, and that. Um, that's partially true. The reason why is because some of these guys that come into wholesaling and immediately do well is one, they have bigger budgets. Two, they come from high income positions or jobs, or they were in other businesses. Three, they were privately funded, which they don't talk about a lot. I know this because I'm behind the scenes. So this is one of the reasons why you can go in all these Facebook groups that have tens of thousands of people in them, and you'll see literally like the same people getting deals. It's like 5% of the people getting deals, and the reason why is because those 5% understand that if you're doing it the traditional way, you need capital, even though they say you don't need capital, because they sell the exception as the norm. Follow me. They sell the exception as the norm, which misleads. It's slightly misleading. I'm not going to say it's all bad, but they have skill sets that actually allow them to grow really fast. The average everyday person is going to struggle doing this because one, they're looking for a quick fix. Number two, they have no idea what it's like to market on their own. Three, they don't understand sales, which is another big thing. And four, they run out of money. Like they run out of money very fast because they watch a video and they watch another video and they watch another video. And what they try to do is emulate somebody else's business model, and they don't even know what's going on behind the scenes. And then they wind up on this hamster wheel. Guys, I can't tell you how many, I've talked to literally hundreds of people. When I even started my coaching program, I talked to hundreds of people, and it's all the same thing. And it's not like I'm not making this up. I'm speaking from people that I've spoken with. It's all the same thing. They start out, they watch a video, they watch another video, they get hyped, they dive in, try to figure it out on their own. 9 times out of 10, they fail. If they do, they may get one deal, and then 2, 3 months of nothing. There may be something else. It's never consistent. And then some of them spend the money right back down because they're trying to grow and double up on what they're doing, but they don't even really know what they did to get that first deal because they don't understand systems, processes. These are all skills you have to learn. So this is one of the reasons why I always suggest wholesale and auction properties because one, you can the money can add up real fast if you're marketing the traditional way. Like you can lose a lot of money very fast. Trust me, I know. If you don't know what you're doing, even if you watch some of the free stuff, it's not going to work. If the free information worked, ask yourself this: if the free information worked, why is majority of America living check to check? You have people making 120, 130,000, 40,000, 50,000, 200,000 net living check to check. Yes. Why is that? So this is why I always suggest wholesale and auction properties. It's low risk because all you have to do is do a little research, You have to understand how to bid. You have to be a master analyzer of property. One of the things, I've comped tens of thousands of properties, and it's not as hard as they make it. It's actually very simple. That's one of the things I show people. So I figured, like, today I was doing some research this morning, and I was like, you know what? What could I do to people who actually want to get into this? And what could I give them to actually really, really help them out? And if they actually make an effort. So one of the things I decided to do today, I'm only doing it for 12 hours, is I'm actually going to give I did this webinar for really my coaching students, like where I actually, me, my team, we actually helped them build up the whole wholesale and auction property business from scratch. We put systems, processes in place to show them how to data scrape. We've been implementing AI into the business to where they're basically working 2, 3 hours a week and they don't have to do really too much of anything. It's just analyzations and dispositions. And it's really not difficult to do if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you can ruin your life. And that's the problem. So what I'm doing today, probably for the next 12 hours, I don't know, maybe I'll run it till tomorrow, I'm not sure, is I did a special webinar for some of my coaching students where even though we do the whole process in detail, they get all the tools, everything, and we support them also too after the program for life. Obviously, that's a bigger tier, but what I decided to do is I was like, you know what? Let me just take what I did and compact it to something in one webinar to show you from point A to point Z how easy it is to do, show you step by step, even give you our system of how to track everything, and and how to find properties, how to comp properties, what to do after that, how to find buyers, how to actually raise money, the easiest way to raise money to buy the property so you're not using all your money, and compact that in like 40 minutes. And that's what I did in this webinar. And you're going to get the tracking sheet, which is our custom tracking sheet that we built for our company that we only give to our students. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this away in addition to that webinar, and I'm only doing it for 97 bucks. Now, I don't really know what else to do because I always tell people, even if you're just not, you don't take too much action. Let's say you just do one deal a year and you're making like 15 grand. You could do this next year. You can do this the year after. You can do this the year after. You can do this the year after. You can do it the year after. Like you can keep on doing this. And that's where the true value of this is. This is why, I mean, I'm not saying everybody's good, but this is why people who have legit businesses or doing numbers, they charge a premium because they understand the lifetime value. And the reason most people don't understand lifetime value is because you're not taught that in the public school. In public school, you're trained to be a worker bee. You're not trained to think long term. You're not trained to think ahead. And this is why, most Americans are unfortunately thinking like that. What am I talking about? I'm talking about wholesale and auction properties, but now I'm talking about pretty much just listen. So this is the biggest issue when it comes to people actually, you know, getting in real estate is they have zero direction. Like literally, it's the same people. I'm in the same circle of guys. We don't have trouble finding deals. We can find deals all day. I literally have deals I haven't even analyzed yet, right in my sheet. So if you want to wholesale auction properties, I'm gonna posted something actually on my community page. It's basically the whole webinar that I did for my students, and you get the tracking sheet, which is basically the backbone of the business, the system. This is why most people don't make money in businesses or actually grow their side hustles because they don't understand systems. There's no problem, Cookie, but they don't understand systems. That is how you grow. You ever wonder why you see someone who's like a serial entrepreneur? They started this business, grew it. They have this business, grew it. They have this business, grew it. They're in like five, six, seven different things. And you're trying to do one thing and you're struggling, you're spending all your time, it's because you don't have a proper system. So this is what makes wholesale and auction properties much more easier because you're going to get a system, you're going to get a walkthrough. I'm going to show you how to do everything in detail. If you don't actually win a property and not able to flip it for this program that I'm doing for $97, you get the webinar and the back sheet. I can't help you anymore. I don't know what else to do. I really don't know what else to do. It's like the easiest. It's the easiest, most comprehensive thing to follow. It's the easiest way, in my personal opinion, to get into real estate because literally, you could get it today and you could start today. You could literally start today. There's no waiting. There's no nothing. You could start today. Go through it. You'll have the back end, and you can start today. It's that simple. Okay. Now what I want to do is let me see if I can pin this to the chat real quick. I'm not actually on live and pinned anything on my chat. So let's see. Let's see if we can do this again. So does anybody have any questions? Let me unpin that. This is my first time actually going live. I'm trying to pin something. So anyway, if you want the wholesale and auction properties webinar replay with the back end sheet, go to my community page because I don't know how to pin it on my phone. This is a new phone. I have two phones, so I can't figure out which one I'd actually use this to pin a comment. It's on my community page. It's 97 bucks. I'm only doing it for 12 hours. That's it. But probably put out another video later today. Y'all like, comment, share. If you want to wholesale auction properties, click the community page. It's the easiest way to do it. It's only $97. I gotta go get my matcha latte real quick.